101.1 FM and AM 1160. I've always said she has the perfect name for being a park ranger. She is Lisa Meadows from Yellow Creek State Park. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you, Todd?
Wonderful. It's good to have you back with us. It's been a while.
It has. I'm really happy to be back. I think it's been close to a year, if I remember correctly.
Our conversation is brought to you by Marcus and Mack, a law firm representing injured people. You didn't bring any furry friends with you today, did you?
I didn't, but we had a furry friend visit our staff this morning in the park maintenance garage. We had a raccoon pop out of the trash while the guys were in the workshop this morning.
I bet you that's maybe made a few hearts stop or leap at least.
Yeah, I think it was a little bit up for both parties.
Yeah. Seen any bear this year?
Yes, we've had a couple bear come through the park. They're not really bothering anything, but I know that they're frequent. People see them frequently in different sections of the park.
You want to see wildlife. That's the place to go.
It is.
It really is.
Yellow Creek's an amazing place to see wildlife. You can find it just about anywhere in the park if you're paying attention.
Yeah. With the weather the way that it is and the fact we're not getting a lot of rain, water still remaining up on the lake?
Water levels are okay right now. Hopefully we'll be getting rain coming through soon. It's not uncommon in July and August for the lake levels to drop, but as of right now, they're holding stable.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. All right. So what's happening at the park this summer? I know you got a lot of programs.
Oh, well, we're busy as anything. I do want to give a big shout out to our maintenance staff and to our AAs and rangers. We've been short staffed this year, and the beach is reaching all new record highs with people coming to visit on the warm days. So just a big thank you to our staff and working as hard as they do to try to keep the facilities up and keep our guests happy. A lot of big things that are happening. The beach has been quite busy. We've seen a big upturn in people coming out for programming again, which is great. We've actually started some new programming this year. We started the nature pontoon tours again on the lake. We usually do one about once a month through our boat rental. If you haven't visited our boat rental, they have some beautiful pontoon boats and other kayaks and paddle boards that you can rent. We've also started some women's only programming, which has actually been quite popular, including hikes. And we just did a kayak program last week that went really well. We're also bringing back our night kayak tours again. We're going to do one for the first time in 7 years at Yellow Creek, starting on coming up in a couple of days. I just have to look at that real quick to figure it out. It's a Friday on July 22nd. That's going to be our first sunset kayak tour, so we're excited about.
Yeah.
Other fun things, we have lots of fun programming. Our game warden, J.D. Walker, is coming out this Friday to do a program on bears. We thought that'd be a good topic for the summer, as busy as it's been with bears around here. We also have a turtle program we're doing with the Indiana County Conservation District on Saturday at 11 o'clock, and they're going to be bringing live turtles out to talk all about the different turtles that you can find in Indiana County, so we're excited about that.
I bet you. I want to go back a bit to the beach. The beach got redone a couple of years ago.
It was. The beach was redone sometime between 2019 and 2020. It looks nothing like it used to. It's instead of 3 wood buildings, now there is the bathroom building, which is a gorgeous building. They redid the bathrooms completely. Flush toilets, sinks, beautiful tile insides. There's a beautiful new pavilion up at the beach area. In addition, the beach itself was extended, and there's lots of white sand on the beach now, which looks really nice these days. It's probably one of the most popular places to visit in the park.
Can you reserve that pavilion, or
yes,
is that the way to use it?
You can reserve the pavilion if you want it ahead of time. We do recommend that you reserve it because it is one of the most popular, probably the most popular pavilion now in the state park. You can do that through the DCNR. Just look up Pennsylvania State Parks Reservations or Pennsylvania State Parks, and then you can reserve it specifically for Yellow Creek.
Okay. And I know that at Yellow Creek there used to be yurts. Are there still yurts
Yes,
there?
we still have the yurts and cottages, and our staff has been really busy maintaining those. I definitely encourage people, if you haven't stayed in one of our yurts or cottages down by the lake, they redid the North Shore stabilization, so now the whole North Shore, all the way from the pavilion area out through the yurts and cottages. That shoreline has been redone, so it's easier for people to get down to the water and also to fish from shore. But I would definitely encourage anybody, if you haven't stayed in one, definitely consider a stay.
I would guess that there are a lot of people, even local people, who, because of the gas prices and all of the different circumstances having to do with the pandemic, aren't taking long trips, but they're coming out camping.
Yeah, we see a lot of people staying not only at our yurts and cottages, but even at the local campgrounds, with Yellow Creek Campground and L&M Campground as well. And it's not uncommon. People will tell us, oh yeah, we're from like 10 minutes up the road. We're staying in the cottages and yurts, even though they're right from Indiana.
Sure.
So, but I can definitely understand why. And I think we have some of the nicest cottages and yurts and cleanest bathrooms in the state. So.
Now, you reserve those the same way?
Yes, you can reserve those through the Pennsylvania State Parks reservation system. I want to say 188 PA Parks, or you can just look online, Google Pennsylvania State Park reservations.
Lisa Meadows with us from Yellow Creek State Park. Now, you mentioned a couple of moments ago the nighttime kayaking. That would be for someone who's experienced in a kayak, right?
Yes. So our nighttime kayaking, being that it's the first one, we're asking people, you need to have previous kayak experience and you need to bring your own kayak. We're going to provide the lights, and not only will I be there, but we'll probably have at least 1 or 2 safety boaters. This will be our maiden tour, and we'll kind of see how it goes from there. If everything goes smoothly, we hope to offer more, maybe up through early October. But I know other state parks do the kayak tours, moonlight tours, and they are really fun to go on.
It's a particular skill with the kayak. Are you good on your kayak?
I'm okay. I wouldn't say I'm an expert, but I'm definitely okay. We're very lucky that we have volunteers that come and help us with our kayak tours. So, we do offer intro to kayaking. We offered 4th of July an intro to kayak. We encourage people, if you've never been on a kayak, you can look into intro to kayak programs all through the state park system. If you just Google Pennsylvania State Park events, you can find all kinds of intro programming, whether it's intro to paddleboard or intro to kayak. We encourage you to take advantage of those.
And of course, for safety concerns, kayaking or boating, you have to wear that vest, right?
Yes. For any kind of paddleboard, any kind of program that we lead at our state park or any of the state parks, you will be in a life jacket, and we will make sure that it fits you securely as part of our rules.
There you go.
Kind of thing. So yes, it's really safe and it's really fun.
Yeah.
But we definitely encourage anybody, if you're going out in a kayak or on a paddleboard, to wear your life jackets. The number one reason people, unfortunately, don't come home from kayaking is they didn't have a life jacket on, unfortunately.
Now, does that apply to regular boaters as well, the life jacket?
No, not as much. And technically, from May 1st through, I want to say, the end of October, if you're older than 12, you don't have to wear a life jacket per se, but we strongly encourage it because people don't realize how fast they tire on the water when they're paddling.
Yeah, and that's more of a Fish and Boat Commission.
Yeah, that's enforced by Fish and Boat and also by our park rangers. We want to make sure you're safe, but anybody 12 or under, they are required to wear a life jacket on the lake.
Walking trails at Yellow Creek State Park, there are a ton of them.
Oh, yes. We have lots of trails, and we have a dedicated trail group trying to get out there and maintain them. However, just to let anybody know, if you're interested in helping out, we really need help with trail maintenance right now. We are looking for volunteer groups that want to come out and do some trail maintenance in different areas. Some of our volunteers are doing it, but it's just hard to keep it up on a regular basis this time of year as fast as everything is growing.
You get organized groups that come out and do that?
We do. We have a couple groups maybe coming out in August kind of thing. But we also need volunteers just to do litter pickup in different parts of the park on the beach and places like that. One thing people can do to really help us out, please take your litter with you. A lot of the litter we find at the beach isn't big stuff. It's actually little stuff left behind, like toys or wrappers, things like that.
So you need Jake with a rake, right?
Sounds about right.
I was trying to rhyme shovel, but I couldn't get that one in there. So lots of things going on at Yellow Creek State Park. You've told us some of the programs. When you look ahead to the fall, of course, you'll have a whole different slate.
Oh, yes. Just some things we're encouraging people to come out for. There's a really good program on Saturday, Landscaping for Wildlife with Native Plants. That's with Friends of the Parks. I would encourage anybody, if you're interested with that, to look up Friends of the Parks. We also, in the fall, will have a really fun band coming in August, Mountain Meets the Moon Band. That's going to be at Blue Spruce Park. That benefit will actually be for both Friends of the Parks, which benefits both Indiana County Parks and Yellow Creek State Park, but we encourage anybody to come out and see that great band. Other programs that will be coming up for the fall is we're going to have electrofishing with Dave Janetsky and a fall tree walk with Mike Tyree, as well as a virtual Clever Crows program in October. So lots of fun things coming up. We post all our programming on the Yellow Creek State Park events page and also on our Facebook page.
Yeah. Those are important things to remember, that you can always do that. And of course, again, reservations are available for the yurts, for the cottages, for the pavilion, all of those things. It's a pretty strong social presence for Yellow Creek State Park online, so people can find a lot of information.
You can. It's very easy. If you just Google Yellow Creek State Park, you can find all the information on renting facilities or learning more about the park right through the DCNR website.
And I hear you keep a raccoon in one of the dumpsters, so if people want to come out and see that, they can do that too.
Hopefully you won't see any of them when they come around, but we do have lots of visitors that like to come and visit our dumpsters at night and our garbage cans. Our local raccoon population is pretty healthy in the park.
There you go. Lisa, thanks so much for coming in to visit.
Thank you.
Appreciate that.
This is Dave Reed, Regional President from First Commonwealth Bank.